I've been tired.
Welcome to Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron, joined as always with Travis from Howie Games and Cody from Stealing Life. Speaking of life, how's life? How you doing? We're still braving it. We're doing great.
I'm sad.
Good job, people. Except for the people who still, still refusing to do the things that are important.
Put on a mask.
Refuting?
I don't care.
Seriously.
It's not a political statement.
Yeah, like-
Put on a mask, please.
What are we talking
Masks.
about?
I'm glad that Travis immediately...
wear a fucking mask.
Seriously, because I just, look, I still deal with people who are, like, fucking pissed off. Like, it's my right to not wear a mask. I'm like,
It's your right to eat a dick.
It's not.
It's
and, like, I'm
sorry about that. Sorry.
It's not. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I just don't get why are you wearing pants then?
Right. Yeah.
You can take off your pants then. Don't want to wear a mask, take off your pants.
Flip your dick around
Let me
and
see it.
just, I want to see a windmill.
Let me see just a helicopter dick right
Yes.
now because no mask.
You know what pisses me off
Fuck you.
worse than no mask, though?
Stupid. Everything?
What's that?
The fucking people who wear the mask, but their big old stupid fucking bulbous nose is hanging out over the top of it.
Yeah,
because they're a
that's
goddamn
annoying, too.
idiot.
Yep.
And they don't know how to wear a mask. And I want to run up and grab their nose and be like, "You see this? Do you see this fucking shit?"
I can't, but Travis, I can't breathe.
Literally,
it's so hard to breathe.
Okay, literally, I've had
guys, it's so hard to
I hate
breathe.
that.
I have to wear this for 5 whole minutes.
People have told me that it makes them sick when they wear
Oh,
it.
it makes them sick. Oh,
That it,
that's
like,
a new
makes
one.
them physically sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I work 10-hour shifts in a kitchen.
Yeah.
And I don't take the thing off except for when I'm on my break by myself.
People who would say that to
I'm
me,
fine.
I would just look
Totally
at them
fine.
and be like, "You know what makes me sick? Your fucking lies. Get out of here."
Your fucking ugly face.
Yeah, because I wear
It's
that
just-
shit like 12 and sometimes more hours a day.
Yeah.
And I've never been sick. It doesn't make
No,
me
it's-
breathe harder. And we have really bad smoke going on right now.
Right. Yeah, so do we. Out here, we have like some gnarly... We could not see the mountains from the middle of town.
Okay, you guys are worse than us then. Like, it's pretty bad,
It's
but
been bad.
it's
Yeah.
like, I think it's coming from California. Ours is too.
It is, yeah.
Like, I heard that it's
California is just
like going all the way
always
to
on
Nebraska
fire.
hmm
from California.
There's too much money
Fires
there.
good.
They're just burning money.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
I wish it would stop.
Can we
now,
just be
though.
done with California? It's just always going to be on
Well,
fire. So
I mean,
can we just be done with it?
It's gonna split at the San Andreas
Oh,
Fault
here we
and then
go.
just float away,
But
right?
still be on fire. It's
Right.
going to be floating out there. On
Viking
fire.
funeral.
Well,
Yeah.
Viking
Yay.
funeral.
Isn't that one of Bernie's platforms he's running on? Is like on top of making the lizard people the supreme leaders.
I don't think he's running on anything anymore.
Right.
No, he is. He's
And also, it's way too early for this.
no, he's
Way
planning
too
for
early.
2024.
You're jumping the gun again. You can't
Jumping that shark.
Oh boy, if Bernie is running in 2024, he'll be 180.
How old is he right now? How old's our boy?
12,000 years old? I don't know.
He's not. I think it was like 74 or something.
78's
He's
not
older.
that.
No,
bad.
No, he's older. He's like 80.
No, he's not. Is he?
I thought I looked it up and he was younger than I thought he was going to be.
Google him. Google it.
Google.
Are we
Google it.
Googling?
Google.
Google it.
I'm Googling
You gotta
currently.
You're
Do the
Googling?
Google.
Okay, I'll let you do
Are you-
Googling.
Yeah,
Because he's got to be like 8,000 years old.
right.
He could be.
Bernie Sanders' age.
He's like the same age as Emotep
Well, you know what? It's
from the Mummy movie.
78
like the
years old.
sweeter the berry, the sweeter the wine. What's that?
78.
78. Told you. He's like 80.
Is
That's not like 80. Okay, that's 78.
2 years removed. Come on.
2
That
years.
is
If you
like
ask an
80.
8-year-old, then maybe, right?
That
They're
is
like,
like 80.
I'm almost 10 because I'm 8.
Oh, come on.
Because
You
I'm
don't think
8.
78 is almost 80? Don't be a dick.
I agree with Aaron on
78
this
is
one.
basically
Let's
80.
all laugh at it,
as,
Cody.
as
You're
soon
both
as
stupid.
as
You're
soon
both high.
as soon as you get over
No.
20 though, if you're 29 and
No.
it's like, no, I am it's still in my 20s.
No, if
okay,
you're-
I am not 30
if you're
yet.
over 75, you're almost dead. That's all it is, and that's it. So he's almost dead.
I'm over
I apologize
75,
on behalf
so
of
I'm
Cody
almost dead.
for all of our older listeners out
We
there.
have
Yeah,
You're
listen,
not
I'm
almost
sure
dead.
We've got some 80-year-olds downloading the fucking podcast.
Absolutely.
They don't even know what a podcast
And
is.
we love you
I
guys.
know what it
I've
is.
seen my demographics, and I'm kind of scared because most of them are like 16 to 20.
That's what it is.
That's YouTube. You know,
That's what this is.
yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Makes
but
sense.
like kids should not be watching this. Like 16-year-olds.
No, they should be.
I mean,
Shut up. We need.
you say
they're
that
the ones that'll buy the stuff.
you say that, but then think about the stupid ass shit that we watched when we were a kid. Like, do I need to bring up the things that were watched in my dad's truck that one time?
Oh, the shit porn?
Do you remember?
Shit porn.
I very vividly remember the shit porn because I
Welcome
do not
to
want to see
Arresting
that.
Normality.
You're
Shit porn.
you're supposed to be a little bit coy about it, Travis.
No, have you met
Porn.
Travis?
God.
The pornography?
The poopy day
The
porn.
pornography?
So please, anybody who watched this, regardless of your age, do not look anything like that up.
Do not look
It's
up.
it's
Unless
a
you want to.
Do not
it's-
look up 2 girls, 1 cup.
it's
If you want
Don't look
to,
that up.
do it.
well, that's kind of a classic. Maybe watch that one.
Maybe watch that.
You gotta watch the classics.
Have you guys seen the videos on where they are now? It's bizarre.
No.
Who looks
And I
this
don't-
shit
I don't know.
up?
It just
I
pops
really
up on my
don't.
YouTube at like
Why?
5 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, I'll watch where 2 girls, 1 cup are now.
I
That
thought
means-
you were going to talk about like the bad shows we used to watch, like Beavis and
Nah.
Butthead, not fucking poop
Or
porn.
Ren and Stimpy or something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
that, like Angry
The king of
Beavers.
them all is Courage the
Fucking-
Cowardly Dog, and fuck you, I'll fight you if you say otherwise.
That's a
I
dumb
hate
show.
It's a good show,
It's a bad show.
but
It's
it's
a boring
not.
show.
You're big stupid.
It's not what you'd call like raunchy or something that
Oh,
would
no,
be
it-
like.
I would put it in the same category as like Ren and Stimpy and
Yeah.
I think it was a really dark for what kids watch nowadays.
No, it's dumb. Well, that was a good start. We got politics, we got fucking masks, we
Poopnography.
got poop porn.
Yeah,
Holy, we're
straight.
Instantly, this is
straight
this
to push
episode is
today.
not suggested on my YouTube channel. Though.
Instantly, that
They're like, oh, well, that one
So-
fell through pretty quick. We made it, what,
I
15
can
minutes?
tag a lot of stuff in the description, though. Like a
So,
lot.
I watched a video recently
Poop porn?
on not that on not that on
yes,
oh fuck
actually.
what's it called cryogenics.
Cryotherapy? Oh,
Cryogenics.
Which is-
And I saw something, and there was some interesting metrics on there that kind of surprised me. All right. So, cryogenics, the very first successful freezing of anybody was done in
Can I
1967.
ask a question
Walt
real
Disney's
quick?
head.
Definitely not that, though. It was a full body freezing, though, and it was the guy who invented
I
it.
want
Walt
a
Disney's
question.
head did not
real
have a
quick.
full body. Yeah.
Is it really successful if they didn't unfreeze them? Because you could throw them in a lake and have the same effect. Like, right?
Well, the freezing was successful.
The freezing was
we
successful.
froze them.
Obviously, we-
Like, I mean, that's not that hard. You don't need cryogenics for that.
The point is that if you just throw someone into a frozen lake or some shit and they get frozen in there, the ice crystals themselves will destroy all of your cells, making it impossible for you to actually be revived.
Do you
right?
know, do you know what that's
And
called?
they're. I don't remember.
It's
Freezing time?
your cells, I believe the word will lyse because they rupture from the ice crystals inside of them.
That's fun.
Interesting. But obviously, we have no idea whether it's actually going to work. And we don't know if even if we get the proper technology to do it in the future, whether it'll work. I have no opinion on that. I just think it's interesting.
It is interesting.
But here's the thing: is like the very first instance of something being put into cryostasis of any kind was the original first, the guy who invented it, basically,
I mean, if you invented it, fair
he
enough,
was
you go first,
patient
right?
zero, right? Yeah, and then
I mean,
and then it's been done on and off actually since then, since 1967, all the way up until today. Now, if you guys were to venture yourself a guess, how many people would you say are in cryostasis at this point in time
so just
right
like,
now?
have people in tanks.
Yeah,
That's
just frozen people in tanks.
That seems like a waste of space.
Take a guess as to how many we have currently
Can I have
What year?
from
can I have one more
1967
question?
to now.
Sure.
Were they alive
Sure.
when they went in there?
No. They were very, very recently deceased. Within minutes, do they immediately start pumping all the chemicals and
To
whatnot?
freeze like alive people.
No, they're very recently deceased.
How do they expect to bring them
What's the
back
point
if
of
they
that?
died of natural causes right before being stuck in the refrigerator?
Yeah, that seems like a waste of
Hey,
money.
I'm not trying to justify their shit.
Aaron, why are you cryo freezing people?
I don't know. But
I just have questions. Like,
indulge me here.
Okay,
Indulge me here.
69, you said?
Yeah, 67.
Okay, well, I'm tired. You just told me. It can't be that many. 32.
That's
That's a lot of
a
people.
guess.
I'm gonna
Travis?
say 350.
350?
No, 3.5 people.
Is that
So
like a child?
you think that between all of the rich and famous people that all are afraid of death, and that when cryogenics usually only costs about $20,000 or
I
$30,000,
think I would have heard
Oh, is
more
that
about
all?
this.
That-
Okay,
people are
now
doing it.
I'll say 350.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm sticking with 32 because I don't think that many people are that dumb.
so
I disagree with
you
this
guys
statement.
are incredibly low.
I disagree with my statement too.
Wow, really? Where are they
Like-
storing these popsicle fucks?
See,
have-
that's why I said such a low number because that's a
That's a
huge
lot of
waste
storage.
space. If we're really low
For a long time.
that's a waste.
That's a
of
long
space. Like
investment.
turn it into like a baby gap or something.
So the amount of people who have been put into stasis is, I think it's in the 10,000 range.
that's too many.
But,
Go bad.
well,
Some of them go bad.
yes.
Oh, just the way to say that though. That's awful.
But not for the reasons that you might expect.
Guys, Jeffrey went bad. We gotta clean him out of chamber 3.
Oh,
Jeffrey's
no,
going
Jeffrey
bad.
Jeffrey went stale. Poor Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's stale. Hey, we lost Stanley last week. We lost Jeffrey today. Man.
Did we check the expiration date on these people? I don't know.
Yeah, do they have to like date and time them like I do with the milk at work? Put a sticker on their forehead. This is good for August 14th.
20 billion.
Aaron, why are you not having fun with us?
Yeah, it's funny.
Aaron's a man of
Yeah,
Aaron is a
yeah,
man
it's
of
funny.
science.
So funny.
Damn you, Cody! Why would you make fun
Oh
of him?
God, we'll go on. We can't have some funs in the middle.
I'm just waiting for you guys to be over.
Wow,
I mean,
come on, you could have gotten in on our expiration bit.
It was funny.
I liked it.
It was the tea.
It's funny.
Uh-huh.
You're just not in a funny mood today.
No, it's not that.
he's
I
trying to
appreciate it.
educate
What were
us,
we
and
saying?
we're very not.
I know, and we're bad.
I
students.
just want to fucking have one moment where I was
That's
just like,
not our show. You don't get to say things without other people saying things. We never do. It took 20 minutes for me to tell you what War Games was for the 5th time.
yeah.
Okay, we're listening. We're listening.
Yes, I am. I'm actually interested. This
Yeah,
is
no, I
crazy.
just like to interject with stupid things.
I like fun.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Stale.
So where are they putting all the people sickles?
I mean, obviously, their facilities.
Okay, but
There's multiple companies that are doing this. It's not like it's just one company and they're all trying to make their
I
own
wonder
money.
if they can't like
crazy.
divulge where you're going to be stored at because people try to steal you.
That's not really a thing.
or you just come and try to look at your dick or something while you're frozen. Just pull your pants down. Do you have pants on when you're frozen?
I don't know.
I would imagine.
I'd imagine probably not.
Yeah, because then if it
I'm
like
not doing it
adheres
then.
to your skin and they actually do try to unfreeze you.
I'm not doing
Does
it.
anybody have an unfreeze by date? Like if, yeah, like I request to be unfrozen by this date and try to bring me back.
No, because that'd be dumb, and it would kind of defy the purpose. Because a lot of these people died of like cancer and whatnot, things that would be eventually, curable.
So they're waiting for a cure, and
Exactly.
then they're going to bring them back and be like, "You're not dead anymore," even though they already died of it. Though that doesn't make sense in my brain.
Well, they're just kind of holding on to the hope that at some point in time in the future, we would have the technology to fix whatever problems would happen.
Like a Lazarus pit.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, but wouldn't you have
So,
to be able to fix?
Let me. Okay, shut up for a second.
Apparently, yeah.
We can kind of fix death. I mean, we have like really primitive shit. Like if your heart stops, we can
Oh,
jolt
yeah.
it, and as we progress, eventually it's going to get more right. So, basically, we have currently around 400 people who are currently frozen.
Oh, it was close.
Now,
I thought you said there was like 10,000.
yes,
Oh no, they all went bad.
kind of. So here's the interesting part.
Oh god.
Here's the interesting part. From patient 0, who is still okay and fine to this day.
Well, that seems biased.
It does. But here's the
Make sure
thing.
they
There's a reason for it is not what you think.
Okay.
It's not because they went bad. It's because the original systems for how this was supposed to work. Because you got to imagine that keeping a body frozen isn't cheap, right? It's not. It's not particularly expensive, but it's not free. Right. So how they originally had it was they would take this person and then they'd pay a fair amount of money up front, and then it was like, okay, and then all you have to do is after you're in, you have to pay like, I don't know, like $100 a year or something like that. It's relatively cheap, right? But
God, they ran out of money?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just shut up. What happens is they start paying. They enlist their families to pay for them. You know, like, hey, I'm dead. Can you please pay this? It's not much. Just pay it, and I can be frozen for as long as it takes for me to come back. And almost every single time, the families are dicks, and they're just like, he's dead. I'm not going to pay this.
I wouldn't do it. You're dead.
And every single time, the families are fucking assholes.
Wow.
And they're like, yeah, you might be able to come back in 100 years or something like that, but yeah, fuck
But
it.
I'm not going to be
from,
here in
like,
100 years, so why?
So from like roughly 10,000 people, only 400 of the families weren't dicks?
No. All basically like 99.99% of the families were all dicks.
Oh, okay.
What happened was the facility started using a different method of payment. They pay a fair bit more in the first place, and then they have to. It was put them into their trust, so they'd have to like own part of their estate, so their estate could pay them. That way, they can be guaranteed to pay off their
It's like when
facility
you buy a year
costs.
of PlayStation Plus instead of a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, with their estate being able to pay them after they die, they can keep on going, and then they get more people in. So they have more and more people now because that only got invented in like the last 15 years.
Oh.
So more and more people are actually staying in stasis and not getting cut off because no one wants to pay because
Anybody
their
we would
families are.
know? Like
That I
famous
don't know. I didn't actually check in to see if there's any
Other than
famous
Walt
people.
Disney's head?
Doesn't that kind of seem...
Walt Disney is definitely not.
He's not
Yeah,
cryogenically
his head is frozen
at all,
under
is he?
the.
He's definitely
his head
not.
is frozen under the castle at Disneyland.
It's definitely
Yes, it
not
is.
true.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I know that bit's
not.
true, but his
Lizard
whole
people can
body
be true?
isn't. His whole ass body is not frozen.
No, just his head under the castle.
That's
Yeah.
just not true.
It's completely
It's
true.
science adjacent.
Yep.
It's true adjacent.
But I just think that because like
That's crazy.
if I was asking two people who aren't assholes, you know, a lot of people would think maybe like about the amount of people that actually went in initially, like 5 to 10,000 people.
That's so
you know,
many.
but yeah, it's trippy, man.
You sure they're not just like, because they probably don't tell you where they're storing them.
They do.
So are they just taking the money and throwing them in the dumpster?
And go figure, most of
Throwing
the
them in the
facilities
dumpster.
are in California.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
That's
the
what I
rich
would
place
do.
that we were
Just
talking
take your
about.
money, throw you in the dumpster.
So there are
rich
people
place.
even in there. I don't remember what it was, but there's a government segment that has to come in and inspect these people.
Who would do...
Look at
What
their dick.
administration is in
Basically.
charge of that?
I don't know, but people have to go in there and make sure that all of the huge amounts of liquid nitrogen are actually being contained properly, and they're not a danger to everyone around them. Because, you know, if you have enough of any, you know, chemical substance that's,
Could be
you know,
dangerous.
frozen below like negative 200, could be pretty dangerous. And if it all got out at once, like small explosions or some shit like that, it could pose, you know, freezing your cat or something. It'd be not good.
But there's no actual concern
Could-
for the bodies themselves, right?
No, because they're dead. There is, you know,
They're
some
dead, they're
legality
They're
things.
dumb. They die.
It sucks. There's a legality thing where, like, you know, desecrating a corpse, obviously, but
Can't like slap them around.
Well, I mean, you probably could.
Can't put makeup on them, take pictures and post it to Instagram.
It'd be kind of hard considering they were frozen in a capsule.
Is it clear? Like, can you see through it? Is there a little window, like sci-fi?
No, it's not particularly sci-fi, and I don't think there's a window. They get put into big, huge steel containers.
I think they're empty and they all got thrown in the dumpster.
I mean,
good for you. It's based on nothing. You just want to say that because
does anything need to be based on things anymore?
Who would be able to
I guess
tell
not.
if there's anything in there? Like, honestly,
that's what I'm saying. They probably have some kind of detection.
I'm sure there's some way of doing it. I mean, you could honestly just do like, what would it be, a MRI?
I mean, yeah.
But I don't know if that would
really
make it through the metal. But
I don't know if that would.
Want to, be like, well, we're taking
corpse.
I just can't believe that. Like, doesn't that
just
seem
seems
kind
like a
of
waste.
brutal though? Like, oh well, you don't have any money. We're gonna unthaw you. Sorry.
Yeah, it does. But then you think about like even fucking credit card companies, and you're like, oh well, they don't have any money, but we need to get our money. I mean, it's the same thing.
I guess
you've signed yourself up for this shit.
That's so weird.
You got to pay for it.
I just think it's so stupid.
Just be okay with death.
Yeah, why?
You're gonna die. We're all gonna
dead.
die. Just be over it.
Just you're dead. Be dead.
Do you think
Just
there
be
will
dead.
ever be a point
That's
where
so
we
stupid.
can cheat death?
Yeah,
to a
I think
degree,
so.
yeah. And a lot of people think that it might be within our lifetimes that it's possible for us to advance our own genome to the point where the tips of our DNA doesn't unravel to the point where we start making so many mistakes. Because that's how aging happens. Is there's the little bits in the tips of the very end of our DNA
Just a tip.
where as they replicate, that tip gets shorter and shorter and shorter until the DNA starts to unfold, and that's why we have so many issues in older life. Yeah, but we have that. What is it? There's that type of jellyfish that doesn't do it for whatever
Don't
reason.
lobsters not
That
do
specific. I don't know about that.
I've never heard that. I've heard the jellyfish.
Yeah, I've heard
thing.
lobsters.
Yeah.
I know-
If left in a perfect environment, they could technically live forever.
Did not know that.
You mean if we don't yank them out of their home and throw them in boiling
Yeah,
water?
but I like doing that because they're yummy.
People like doing that. I can't stand it.
I actually like crab better.
they're-
I'm not a huge lobster fan.
They're underwater bugs. They're so gross.
but
They're so gross.
I think it's totally possible.
Well, some scientists said that they think the first person, I'm too tired to say this, the first person to not die has been born.
Has already been
now.
born.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's like how close we are to it.
Yeah, and for them, it's funny because we obviously they're guessing beyond all guessing,
Of course.
because we really have no idea. I think like 3 or 4 years before the Wright brothers invented the airplane and got flying, some guy made a prediction as to a scientist made a prediction as to I think in about 100 years we'll have flying machines, and everyone was like, "Whoa!"
He was close.
Yeah,
He was close.
within
And
the
then-
next
Only off
100,
by,
did he say within? Because if he
97.
was said within, he was right.
No,
Yeah.
he said it was he said it
years
would be
away.
about 100 years.
Oh, so
You know,
he was wrong.
100
He
years
should've- He
for-
should have played it safe.
Same thing.
Who's scouting?
Pretty close.
That's really
I mean, on the
interesting.
grand
I think
scheme
it's
of things, it is
incredibly
pretty
dumb.
close.
Right.
I think it's incredibly dumb.
Yeah.
You're dead. Just
But I
be
don't want to
dead.
be
Yeah.
dead. Being dead
The
seems
fear
boring.
of death is definitely a
Means boring?
a scary. It's a scary.
It's a
scary.
it's a fearing.
That's a
does me a heckin'
fearnicle.
That's a scurrin fearing.
We need to.
But
insert-
with all that being said, with all the skirtiness,
insert
we're
a Shiba
coming
Inu over all that.
solidly up. What?
Just need to insert a Shiba Inu over all that.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's more scurry to be frozen in a big steel tube.
but you wouldn't
But you're
know.
dead, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but the same people. Okay, but I'm saying
But
in the
okay.
terms of people that are scared of death because you're dead. So why are you scared of death? But these people that are scared of death think that there's another thing, right? So they're locked in a steel tube.
But they're not sure of there's another thing. So then,
So isn't it more scary to be in a giant steel tube?
only if you're afraid of waking up.
You know what'd suck?
Well, that's what I'm saying. These people probably are.
If you like,
I don't think so.
if you
Oh,
got
there's some weird
frozen,
shit.
right? And you die,
That was George Washington's biggest fear.
frozen.
Being buried alive?
Mm-hmm.
Being frozen? How did you not pick up what he was going for there? That was his biggest fear?
That was his biggest fear.
Biggest.
I mean, back
It
then, a lot
was.
of
It was
people
something that
were
he
afraid of
talked
that.
about a lot. And because it actually happened a little bit. Not a lot.
but it did happen.
But just enough. Just enough for people to be afraid of it, which is why they had little bells on
He
there.
just nods off. They're like, oh, he's at there. I'm going to go.
I mean, some
Yeah.
people did. They didn't have
It's
really
'cause they couldn't
reliable
tell.
ways to tell. They didn't know that if you...
That's...
Yeah, they like put their ear to his chest. I was like, well, he doesn't seem to be breathing. Yeah, he's probably dead.
I don't think I heard
Yeah, like
nothing.
some people
Throw
like,
him in a
would, like
hole.
can't remember what it was, but I
crazy.
think it's narcolepsy there. But they would just be zonked, and they'd have really shallow breathing, and their heart rate would slow a whole bunch, and people didn't know to check the heart rate anyway. So they'd be like, "Well, he's fucking dead. There he goes. Bye bye." And then they'd wake up under there.
That would be terrifying.
But
Really would. And then we've actually, because we've dug up some bodies when we had to move them, like from like LA and
Found the
whatnot.
scratch marks.
And we found scratch marks and shit where people were trying to get out of their own coffin. And it's pretty rough. You know, that'd be
That's a heckin'
not the
gnarly.
best way to go. But at least you die of suffocation in a couple of days.
would it take a couple
least.
days?
Yeah.
Would it really take that long?
Yeah, well,
Probably.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Probably at least a day.
yeah.
I thought like 12 hours because it's a tiny space.
No, but I mean, you're not going to be like 100% efficient at pulling out all the oxygen in there. So you get a little bit, and then you get a little bit less.
Although
you
the
get a
more
little bit
you
less.
struggle, I think the faster you probably die.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Um,
click, 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 click.
I'm
God
Googling
damn.
podcast.
Well, I mean, do you want to die faster or do you want to die
rather
slower?
die
I think everyone prefers faster.
I think I would just chill.
Yeah, you're like,
Be
eh.
like, well, I'm gonna die.
So, you know what would suck
I just don't want to die.
is like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah. But like you're frozen, right? And you're dead. Because I mean, really, you're dead. There's nothing that would, but let's say there's an afterlife and
No, yeah,
you're
you're
up in
dead.
heaven having a good time. Like your heaven is IRL World of Warcraft or something. So you're off like fighting an epic battle or
Lame.
something like
that
that.
would
Fuck
be
you, Aaron.
so bad for me.
Then
No,
all of a
you're
sudden-
you're not reaching either
all of a
of
sudden
us.
they figure out how
No,
to bring you
I'm not in on
back.
this. No, don't like it.
Like what if they just figure out how to bring you back and they're boop.
Well,
And then you're
if
pulled
they
out of
could
heaven?
bring you back, you wouldn't go to heaven in the first place, right? How does heaven's rules work?
No, I
right?
don't know.
If
That's
you
an interesting question.
Yeah.
What if the heaven's like, well, we broke the rules, send it back. Like,
Well, you're dead, right?
now you're stuck back down in back in Earth, and you can't go back to heaven because you've already been there.
I've
That's
never heard that rule.
Yeah,
I've never heard a
that's
one-time
the rule.
entry rule. Of
that's
heaven.
you only get to get it
They
once.
don't have like the hand stamp, so you can come back in.
It's
like
purgatory
Disneyland.
for everybody.
you're just stuck. Or it's like death becomes her.
Yep.
Your body just keeps rotting, but you're just not dead.
So we're all
Yeah,
zombies.
we're all zombies.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll be a zombie.
Do you
I'd be a
need to eat
badass
brains?
zombie.
Is that an actual
I need
zombie
so many
requirement,
people.
or is that just something that they just kind of?
I don't think it's brains. I think it's just like flesh.
Yeah. Got to eat something human-ish.
Yeah. I mean, because
Yeah,
like
human.
flesh, you're right. You could eat a
They've been
cow
snacking
and
on,
get the
like,
same
dogs
effect.
and
I'd
shit.
eat steak.
Yeah, but I think the point is you're like brainless, basically. You're just eating. You're just a mindless eating.
Well, that
machine.
doesn't count because
Which
you
would
have to
be
be
great for
conscious,
me.
to make it a perfect hell. Like know what's going on.
Let's be honest. Aaron would be the worst zombie. Me and Travis would be great zombies.
Okay, now I'm
I
curious
don't
as to why
mind
we'd
this
be good
judgment. I just
zombies.
don't know why.
Why-
Because you'd be more picky about what you eat. We
Oh.
just eat any old homeless guy.
Oh yeah, and Aaron would be like, "How much fat content do you have?"
yeah. Oh, he doesn't look that
It's
healthy.
like I can't eat you because you're a little too bloated
When
there,
was the
buddy.
last
You've had a lot
time
of
you had
carbs, haven't you?
McDonald's? Oh yeah, we're not doing that.
oh,
You
yeah.
look a bit starchy.
Me and Travis are like, oh my god, so good.
Like this guy just ate 2 Big Macs. Let's eat them.
He's gonna taste like McDonald's.
Oh, I love fat guys that eat McDonald's.
Cody would just wait in the drive-through window at Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
Be like, welcome
Just
to Carl's Jr.
start
Oh,
biting
yeah,
faces off.
actually, you're not getting food. You're my food.
Oh, I'd be such a good zombie.
You'd be the guy that's like the zombie that goes in and really sneakily goes into the back seat of a SUV or something like
Yeah.
that and steals a fat kid out of the back.
Steals the fat kid out of the back.
I gotta just steal the fat kid that just ate a Snickers.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
I love Snickers.
It's human veal.
That's a way to put that. That's one way.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, remember how this whole
Is that a
not
shirt?
being recommended
Human
thing
veal.
was gonna go?
And it's just a picture of zombie Cody like this over a little fat
A
kid.
little fat kid with a Snickers bar in his hand.
He's got a McDonald's burger in his
Human
hand.
veal. Oh, that'd be
Human
great.
veal.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Why can't that be real life?
Because it would kind of be shitty at the same time.
I want to go back
Oh,
to the
God.
music. My knee says no.
Oh yeah. Travis
How's
broke
your
his knee
butt?
again.
My butt?
Yeah, because you said your butt was totally swollen.
Did I say my butt was...
Wait, what?
I?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you said that your knee started getting swollen, your foot started swelling, and it went all the way up to your ass.
I didn't.
I
hear
don't
that
think I
or
meant to
see
say that if that was said.
Probably didn't mean to. He says a lot of shit he doesn't mean.
Yeah, my ass was... No, my leg was all swollen. Not my butt.
I tore my knee. My butt swole up because I tore my knee.
Yeah, no, like I
sounds
was
like
at
something
work,
Travis would
right?
say.
And I was like, my foot feels like it's really tight in my shoe. So I tried to...
My foot feels funny!
And I tried to loosen the shoe up. Like, I'm like, okay. And then I kept going throughout the day. I was like, it feels tight again. And finally I was like, hey, something look wrong with my knee. And I went over to my nurse and showed her. And she goes,
Oh wow. You gotta stop doing knee
I
things.
don't even know how I did that. That's the thing. Is it like there was no point in which it like popped or it like did a heckin' ouch? It's just one day I got up from my desk and like
Heckin'
it wasn't
ouch.
hurting when I sat down. When I got up, I was like, oh, it's a little sore.
Is that the knee you already
Yes.
fucked up? It might just be you are in the world of having a bad knee now.
It could do.
Because my knee just randomly hurts for no reason and will swell, and then like 2 days later it's fine.
Yeah, it's starting to get
It's
a little
just
bit
like, oh,
better,
that's
but
my
it's still
life
pretty
now.
sore. It's been about a week now. Talk.
Yeah, well, there's not really much to go on there. Your knee hurts. I'm sorry. That does suck, but
Your
yeah.
knee hurts. I am sorry.
Are you looking for him saying his ass was swollen?
Yep.
Did he say it?
Yep.
You told us your ass was. I didn't even.
Did I
see
say
that.
ass?
And I realized my whole ass was swollen.
I think it was supposed
Whole
to
ass
be
was
whole ass
swollen.
leg.
Whole ass leg, probably.
Probably.
My whole ass was swollen.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be whole ass leg.
I got a sweet hover round for you though. $210 with the charger.
That's it for a
It's
hover
blue.
round?
Yep.
Fuck.
That's actually pretty cheap. Cody, get on that.
Why do I need to hover
Because your
around
knee
for?
sucks too.
Dude, you could hover
knees do
around
suck.
and lift. Right? It'd be a viral video.
That would be
in
great.
like 5 seconds.
Oh god.
You'd be like
too sweaty.
the leggy, roundy, strongy person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Wasn't
what you're
it?
going with?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with it. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not getting a hover round though
Why?
because I don't need one yet.
What?
I'll need one eventually.
Yeah. So you'd be pre-buying it.
Yeah, but I'm hoping it's not anytime soon.
Okay, so what
It
you
could
do
be,
is you
though.
It's
pre-buy
probably
it
tomorrow.
and cryogenically freeze it so that one day when you need it,
Yes.
Is it
Brilliant.
less if you cryogenically freeze a hover round?
I don't know.
what is the word
I mean,
cryogenic?
Actually, it might be more because the tube might be a little bit bigger. It's a different dimension tube.
Right?
What does that mean, Aaron?
It'd be square. What?
Word cryogenic. Like I mean, it's got to mean something.
Well, I mean, cryo is just anything that's below. Well, it just means super cold, and I mean, Cryogenics
Is it genetics?
I think it's no. It's a suffix for meaning like organic or something like that.
Oh.
So freezing organics, essentially.
I have a question that's related to cryo thingies. Is cryotherapy like? Does that do anything? Is that a real thing?
There has been
Yes.
studies
Does that
that
work?
say that it
Yeah.
does do things. Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if you're trying to reduce inflammation in your like knee or something like that, and they're using some sort of cryotherapy for that, absolutely
Because it's
it
like
works.
the new big thing in all the sports. Everybody's getting cryotherapy.
Right. Well, I mean, I know that Brian Shaw's been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
And actually, I've seen Hathor doing it too, as a matter of fact.
And Eddie, and Martins, most of the elite strongmen are doing it.
It's just, I don't know if that sort of recovery for that sort of like just muscle tiredness
I don't
is
see how it matters.
Because
Yeah.
what they're doing is essentially when you're working out, you get little like injuries to your muscles, right?
micro tears.
And so
I know.
that will cause inflammation. So, I mean, essentially it should work, should help, at least with soreness.
But is reducing that inflammation like that actually beneficial?
Yes, inflammation we found out is actually a really, really bad body thing that it does in general. Inflammation causes more injury than it ever does good. What it's supposed to do is engorge the blood vessels and areas around it to allow for more stuff to get to that area quicker. But it turns out the body's dumb, and that's not actually how it works. Like, it's actually more beneficial to most injuries if inflammation goes away. It actually allows for quicker healing, which is why they prescribed me prednisone for my knee, is because, yes, the healing in my knee, or the swelling in my knees, in my body's way of trying to heal it. But the prednisone gets rid of the healing and actually helps it to heal quicker.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it should work.
So what you're
in
saying
theory,
is
what we know currently, because it used to be that you didn't want to stop the swelling, right? Everybody was like, "No, swelling's okay."
Get swole.
Yeah, you didn't want too much.
Get swole.
It used to be that you didn't want too much, but now they're saying that inflammation in the body at all is kind of a bad thing.
So now they're selling you turmeric so you can stop the inflammation.
Oh, there he is. He knew. He knew the turmeric. That's don't buy turmeric, people. It doesn't work that well. There are studies that support it, and it does have little bits of successfulness. But as far as is it actually successful for you to sit there and eat like a spoonful of turmeric? No.
Dude, just put turmeric in everything. Live your life as a turmeric
Eat
dream.
turmeric once in a while because it's a good seasoning. I like it in tacos.
No. Turmeric is flavorless and I hate it.
Do you?
How do you hate something that's flavorless?
Because it's a useless fucking bullshit.
It tastes good in tacos.
It's flavorless. It's disgusting.
It can't be a spice if it has no flavor.
It has flavor. You're just broken.
No!
Okay.
You put it in Mexican things.
Shall we segue to something else I just thought of right now?
Is it a segue?
Yeah, it's no. It's
No?
strongman related because we're talking about the strongman.
I've seen a lot of
Have-
strongman stuff on Facebook. I think they're listening to our conversation.
Have we been seeing the boxing training of Eddie Hall and Hathor?
I have
Are they
not,
still
but it
doing that?
sounds fucking hilarious.
Well, the fight is supposed to be scheduled for next year because, the world's dying.
I didn't think they were still doing
Right.
that.
But,
Of course they are.
Yeah, they're training for it.
I mean, they've put out so much PR shit. They have to at this point.
It's,
all fake.
have you seen any of it?
I've heard about it because I heard about it through not only Juji, but Brian Shaw was talking about it too.
Did they talk about how bad this fight's going to be?
Brian actually mentioned how fucking like slow both of these guys are and just terrible.
Eddie's not that slow. Eddie actually looks okay. He looks like a beginner boxer. It looks like he has a trainer that kind of knows what he's talking about. Well, the only thing I don't like is that his trainer is just letting him do the style that people think is a boxing style with the fucking hand down in front like that and you just roll your shoulder. That's not, you don't do that. Like Muhammad Ali did that, but you're not Muhammad Ali.
Right.
So,
Well, maybe he will be.
but definitely not.
You don't know.
There's no way. And the thing that's troubling me about Eddie Hall, because we'll get to Thor in a second. Oh boy. But Eddie Hall, I think he's psyching himself up too much. And he's wanting himself to be a lot better than he was gonna be, because he keeps mentioning like he wants Mike Tyson level abilities.
That's pretty up there.
But he wants to keep his, like, because he says he wants to have his strong, like, world's strongest man level strength with Mike Tyson level agility and quickness. No.
That's not how physics works.
It's also just not possible, because you're sorry, but again, you're not Muhammad Ali. You're not Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was a fucking freak.
And on top of that,
Still is a freak.
He's like trying to compare himself to people who literally spent their whole lives doing boxing and like training for it their whole lives.
He's been training for like a year.
You can't be like, oh yeah, what was it? There's a curve there where you have like your actual knowledge versus how much you think you know, and it like starts. Both of them start at 0, and then how much you actually know very slowly goes up, and then how much you think you know just fires upwards immediately, and then very slowly comes back down.
Oh, is that you?
I think it is.
Oh, that was freaking me out.
What happened?
I got my butt phone.
I heard a vibratingness.
A vibrator.
He did a vibration.
It's interesting because I watched Eddie Hall's boxing stream. He just put up a boxing video of him hitting pads and stuff.
Sweet.
He looks okay. Yeah. He looks decently quick for a guy his size. For a guy that size, he's pretty quick, you know, because he's 8,000 pounds.
So do you think who do you think's going to win now?
Well, based on what I've seen, Eddie Hall. But I don't know how true a lot of it is, because a lot of these guys sandbag their training videos and stuff. They don't put out what they can actually do. Thor's is so bad that it might be fake. Because Thor is fucking awful. Beyond awful. Like, worse than a guy that has had no lessons. Awful.
That's pretty funny.
Dude, watch the video. It's fucking terrible. And he just put out a video of like, meet my boxing coach and everything. And I don't think his boxing coach knows how to box. And
maybe they're doing it on purpose.
That's what I just said. Literally just said, but I'm glad
now it's my idea, so now it's more relevant.
It's just the stuff they're having him do I've never seen done in any martial arts lesson I've ever taken in my life or been in. And it's just, he's having him like stand there and just throw like 1s and 2s really slowly and just like moving. And that's all he's doing is just moving. And it's bad. Like he's slow. And then he's got all his guys around him like, oh, he looks so much quicker. He looks so smooth and so fast. And it seems fake because it's so bad. It's unbelievably simple. And then I saw a little like sparring thing he did, and it was, he looks like a giant zombie.
Maybe this, like I think that they're trying to psych the other guy out. That's what it is. You know?
I think so. And then Eddie Hall's getting like really pumped up because he's taking it super serious. He's working his ass off. That's the one thing. I've seen his videos. He's working hard.
That's cool.
But I don't know what his trainer's doing, not telling him to keep his hand. He's fighting a guy that's quite a bit taller than him.
Yeah, by like 5 inches.
Yeah, and heavier than him. And if you don't keep your hands up, I don't care how much more technique you have than the guy. If he hits you once, you could be done.
Yeah.
You know, a guy that big, if he learns how to actually throw a punch, which I don't know if he knows how to yet. But he needs to keep his goddamn hands up, because that's the one thing he keeps the whole time. He's just got his hands down. He keeps the one like in his crotch and the other one on his chest. It's just really bad. And you would think that would be the first thing. If I was training him, that's the first thing I'd correct.
The crotch,
and his footwork is terrible too, but he's huge. Well, yeah, you don't protect your nipples. You know?
I don't want to get my nips hit.
Temples, not nipples. What if he aims for my nips?
That'd hurt.
Guys, I gotta protect my nips.
But all that being said, I'm gonna watch the fuck out of this fight.
I will too.
If it's on
just whatever day it comes out, we need to all get down and sit this and watch this together, because it'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be one of those times where Travis actually fucking comes out.
No.
Listen, pandemic, bud.
Sure, now that's your excuse.
It's gonna be after the pandemic.
You don't know. Apparently, the pandemic's never gonna end.
I do know. It might not. The first one.
I just
lasted
love
3 years or
how you just like, oh yeah, but pandemic. assuming that we're never ever going to come out of this, and
We might not. You never know.
who knows?
Yeah, because
I'm so happy that you just want to be like, oh yeah, I'm just never going to have to go out there because I don't actually want to see my friends. We're not even really friends. We're just YouTube personalities at this point. We're not even really people.
You actually have got it kind of wrong. You're content.
Yeah. We're not the personality. He is. We're the content.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I feel like content.
Yeah, that's
I feel
fine with
like
me.
content.
Couldn't we just watch it together online? Isn't that a thing we could
Yes,
do?
actually.
Because I think that would be a lot of fun.
And I think it's literally called Watch Together.
There you go.
Actually,
See?
Discord's way better.
We
We
gotta-
gotta watch together anyway. Just one of us stream it and everybody watches.
Well, we got to do that because I think it's going to be hilarious.
It probably will be.
Or really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it goes more than like 2 rounds, they're both just going to throw one punch around. They're going to be so fucking tired, dude.
Walk over there and be like,
They're too fucking big.
Yeah.
Too big to do that kind
And
of shit.
strongmen are not really known for their cardio.
No.
no.
And I think that's another spot where Eddie Hall would pull way out ahead because
That's where he has the advantage.
because I know he's been doing a lot of cardio. He's been doing it for a while because he's trying to get his fat pack, you know?
Is what?
He's ripped up right
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
his
he's
fat pack.
What is a fat pack?
It's where you're big and fat, but you still got a six pack.
like E Honda from Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a
It's
good
what I want eventually,
He's
yeah.
got a good solid fat pack.
I want to get a big fat belly with a 6-pack on it.
How do you do
But
that?
you want like a 12 pack though, right?
Yeah, I'll take it.
If you get a strong enough core and you get yourself just to this like really like weird in between where you still have a lot of extra fat, but you also have like a lot of cardio in your routine, you can actually hit this really weird spot where you have a 6-pack, but you're still kind of pudgy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have a strong enough core and your ab muscles are big enough, you're gonna see them.
Well, and if you're like a 350-pound man with a 6-pack, you're going to look kind of funny.
Yeah.
But he's getting in really good shape. He's been working really hard. I think he's going to win the fight.
Yeah,
Easy, but
unless Thor is sandbagging like hard.
like so hard that I don't think it's
What does
possible.
sandbagging mean
'Cause
for us
it's-
average people?
Doing something poorly just to make people think that you're not good at it.
Yes.
So that's exactly like think of like a pool shark who comes in
Yeah,
and plays
like a
terrible.
hustler.
Yeah.
Sandbag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want people to know how good you actually are.
So like
And
when
I
I walked
don't
into
know
where that
the
reference come from.
Yu-Gi-Oh place with a dino deck and everybody's like, "Pff."
This guy.
Yeah, basically, you're sandbagging.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you whip out your other deck halfway through the tournament, which would be illegal, but you know.
no, I just do good with the really shitty
You just
deck
like,
and it's funny.
He just knows how to use the bad ones. It's kind of the same thing I do when I play football and I use the Raiders. People are like, "Oh God, the Raiders suck," and I destroy your face.
It'd be like me buying like a really shitty Squire and just shredding the shit out
Just
of it.
destroying it.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting though. Dude, you guys have to watch the Thor video.
I will.
Yeah, you'll
can't-
have to show us.
I
after the
can't
podcast.
describe it. It's so bad. It's like a child's class. And I don't know. I know he has like yes men around him. His whole crew is just like,
course.
"Oh, Thor's the best. Thor's the best. Thor's the best."
Of course.
And so everything he's doing, they're like, "Oh, he looks so smooth and so fast and so quick." And I'm like,
Look how good he looks. He is of the good looking
and he's talking to like his guy is talking to the boxing coach, and he's like, "Oh, he's picking everything up so fast." And the coach goes along with it. I was like, "Yeah, it's great. It's amazing. I haven't seen anybody pick it up so fast." I'm like, He's moving from side to side. That's all he's doing. He's not even throwing a punch
He's
the
like
right
waving
way.
his arms in the air. They're like, look at that technique.
He's literally swaying from side to side and just putting his arms out. Like, it's not even a punch. It's, yeah, after this, we'll totally watch it. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's bad. But I'm going to watch the fight and I'm going to spend too much money on it and then I'm going to regret buying it. That's what's going to happen.
I'm gonna
Do
enjoy
you
it
have a
because
thing
you'll spend the money
to talk
and
about,
then I'll
Travis?
just watch it from your stream.
Yeah, see, you won't have to pay for it and regret
And I will enjoy it.
and punch yourself
Thank
in the
you,
face. It better not be too much. It can't cost the same as like an actual fight, right?
Yes, it can.
You're like, and it
And
will.
it probably will. Maybe even a little bit more, just because, interest.
Oh, God. And I hate that I'm interested, but I am.
I mean,
I just hope it doesn't turn into a trend of strongmen calling each other out in boxing matches.
YouTube did that for a while.
I think they're still doing it.
Isn't... Yeah, no, they're still
they?
doing it. Yeah, I think there's a rematch for Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But actually, did he just go to jail? Or was that the other Paul?
One of them
Someone went to
did.
jail.
Yeah.
Why'd they go to jail?
I don't remember.
Nobody knows anything about the Pauls.
Yep. Which Paul went to jail?
Damn it. This is where we're at.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know which Paul went to jail.
Jake Paul.
What did he do?
Jake Paul, YouTuber charged with criminal trespassing.
Oh, it's stupid.
Criminal trespassing?
Trespassing?
Yeah, it was just trespassing. He broke into a mall that was closed.
Well, why did he do
Don't do
that?
that.
That's dumb.
Because he's a dumb
Okay.
bitch, probably for
Yeah,
a video.
it's a trivial teenager thing to do. Like, who cares?
Yeah, but fucking throw him away. I don't care. Fuck that
Garbage.
guy.
I
dude.
mean, that man.
I'm totally with you.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you on that. But seriously, like, that kind of shit happens all the time, everywhere. And it's not like he was going and smacking babies or something like that. Like,
we could say that he was.
yeah, we could, but who cares?
Because it's
You know what's
Jake
going to make
Paul.
me laugh, though?
Why?
Is after this,
Because he's a
going to
piece
come
of
out with a
shit.
video that's like, guys, I've been through some things, and
Yeah.
like I've
been in
been to
jail.
jail, and it's really changed me as a person, like
You're totally right. All right, we're calling it right now.
Oh,
There's
that makes me
being
sad.
in jail changed me as a person.
Yep.
We're locking that one in. That is
It's
our
happening.
official statement.
It's happening.
Yep.
The YouTubers are just the worst, aren't they?
Yeah.
Listen here.
God, anyone who posts any kind of content on
Anybody
YouTube
that does
who's
YouTube things,
ever done it, you're the worst.
I'm
yeah, you're just
sorry.
fall in a hole.
Yeah.
All of
Absolutely.
you fall in a hole.
I'm sorry. Where's the
It's
whole?
just, seriously though, like these big YouTubers just piss me off.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them.
It's not even big YouTubers. It's any YouTuber. Like,
Well, they're pretty big. The Paul.
oh,
guys.
they're one of the biggest for sure.
I don't know
It's
if it's
mostly the
all
big ones that piss me
YouTubers. Are
off.
you? Are
Well,
you
the thing is, it's just the
generalizing?
little
You guys
ones are doing the same things. You're just
Oh, of course I'm generalizing.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What were you saying?
there's plenty of YouTubers that do that. That they just don't get as much publicity because no one
yeah.
cares.
Yeah,
Right.
and I like some YouTubers, but YouTubers are trash. I'm gonna just generalize.
Well, I feel bad about being me now. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, Travis,
Yeah, that's good. You should.
it's not you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
definitely not talking about you.
You guys are talking about me.
And I'm not
My
even,
content
like,
hates
I
me.
said I like some YouTubers.
My content doesn't think I'm good.
I like Markiplier a lot. He's great.
It's just with more and more people on YouTube and making it successful, you start to get more of a painted picture of the balance of shitty people versus good people. It's just
Yeah.
you get to see it in person now, and that's how it is for everyone everywhere.
And I hate that it constantly makes the news.
I
Does it?
mean,
'Cause
what
I
else
get,
is the
like,
news going
news
to talk about?
updates.
They're not going to talk about important things. They're just going to
not.
talk about things that are dramatic.
I got a news update yesterday about Jeffree Star's new boyfriend.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't give a flying fuck
I
about
unfortunately-
Jeffree Star's new boyfriend.
I know all about that for some reason.
Well, I know
the
you
reason.
know all about that because of Jessica is the some reason that you're referring
Yep,
to.
exactly.
It's just I don't care.
Well, yeah, but it's
But the
because
rest of
Jeffree
the
Star
world
is a
does.
racist, and now he's trying to cover it up by dating a black guy.
Oh,
Do you think it's a
that's
political
probably a
move?
good move.
Definitely.
Of course, everything a person like that does is for some kind of self gain.
And I usually wouldn't be so quick to just jump straight onto it, but given the circumstances of what this guy has done in recent months,
I didn't pay attention.
it's just.
Oh, we got time. Let's get into it.
Do we?
Yeah, we got
do.
like
This sounds like the perfect amount of time.
It's unfortunately I'm probably under informed
That's what
in
this
this
show is.
because if I talk about this, my wife is going to ream me.
No.
Because I'm sure I'm going to get something
Can we
wrong
have a
about
taste?
it.
Can we just have a taste then?
All I know is
And
that
we'll preface it with allegedly. Is that better?
allegedly.
There we go. Allegedly. And now What did this?
This
piece of
is
trash do?
what I remember hearing it third hand. All right, I say third hand
54th, you heard it from
because
Jessica.
someone saw it happen. They uploaded a video. That video was watched by my wife. My wife told me, and I'm almost remembering some of it.
Would that be fourth hand? No, that is third hand.
It is third hand.
Would that be
Okay,
27th hand?
I can math,
You can math.
I can
it's
math.
54th hand.
but he, for whatever reason, if you guys all saw the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star stuff, all that
Like their
junk
their
happened.
music, their makeup.
Yes.
I know about that.
Their music.
Aaron would die. If
And
they
there's a
made
huge
music.
controversy during all that.
Don't think I know, but I guess we don't have time to get into all that.
Well,
so.
Jeffree Star, if I remember correctly, he actually has music in the
He
past.
does.
So
That's where
that's
he started.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does.
Ew.
Back in the MySpace
Yep,
days.
he was a MySpace,
Fucking
MySpace
hell.
queen.
I know. You
Is that
punch
How
him
old
right in the
is-
kidney.
How old is he?
35?
is he older than us?
34.
34. Okay.
I get a wife who's listening right now, probably controlling being very careful to make sure that everything I say about this current
Her
subject.
hand is on the plug of
You know
all
what-
our
you know what?
equipment.
My shoes. I left my shoes in here.
Well,
Oh, we have
no,
a crash, a
Come here.
cast.
No,
crasher.
no,
We
come
have
here,
a
come
cast
here,
crasher.
Jess,
Oh, no, she's
Jess,
gone.
Jess, come here.
Okay, go ahead. Ask.
No, come here, come here.
No, come here.
No, come here. I need your help. It's concerning a subject I don't know about that much about. Come here.
I don't know either.
No, you do. I know you do.
I know you do.
This is specifically something that you know.
Okay.
It's about Jeffree Star's new boyfriend.
She's like, oh, okay, I'm coming here.
I know you know. You've got the look in your
Yeah,
face. Come
she
here.
knows.
Come here.
You want to know?
Okay, so
Know as much as like.
we think it's a ploy. We think it's a ploy to hide his racism.
But what did he do
Or at
to
least-
be a racism?
That's what I said. That's why I had to
Yeah,
get
we didn't get to the racism.
What? Come here real quick.
Why is he a racism?
Why is he
Why do people think he's a racist?
What was the racisms he did?
I don't know how to start that one.
Okay.
You just sum it up quickly.
Yeah.
Of why people think Jeffree Star's a racist?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
did he do? Did he touch a person?
Yeah, what did he do? Did he touch somebody?
I'm like trying
That
to
would
think
be
of the
racist,
beginning of
wouldn't it?
this.
Yes, that's what racist is. Now.
I mean-
you touch people.
He touched me badly. He's racist.
No. Okay. One of the first things was there's a couple of beauty gurus that are
Ugh.
actually a few. Like I can think of 3 right now, but I don't know their names. I'm sorry. I know.
No, it's
I
okay.
know. That's
Go
why I'm
ahead.
looking at
Go
you like
ahead.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
You're fine.
Well, it's because he makes fun of a bunch of black people. He calls them the N-word. Apparently, he tried to get Shane Dawson to say the N-word.
Ooh.
And Shane only told this girl named Gabby Hanna, who messaged another person, and they came out and said, "Hey, I want to know if this is true. Say it on camera." Like, because you're saying
Wait,
it
was
to
this
me
old
behind closed
stuff?
doors.
'Cause
Say it
I
out
wouldn't-
loud so the public can hear, and she didn't.
Hold on,
Okay.
Travis.
But there was a girl named Jackie Ina.
She can't hear you.
And no, I can't. There's a girl named Jackie Ina,
Damn
and
it,
he
Jackie.
called her something like a gorilla or something like that.
Oh.
And there's this girl Shayla.
Rough.
No, I don't know her name, but this
Wow.
other one he made a big thing about how, oh yeah, she's disgusting. She told another person that her face is disproportionate, and he called her disgusting, and that shit never even happened. So he just makes shit up a lot like that.
Okay, that sums it up pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
that's
so
pretty
he's
good.
a
So,
drama artist.
in your informed opinion, do you think that he just got with someone just to try to hide people's perception of his racism?
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Of course.
of course. He's
I mean,
he's
did you
a
see-
businessman through and through.
You
for
should
sure.
have saw the comments on the new picture of him and the boyfriend.
Of course.
Of
That's,
course, they're naked.
They were like,
Right.
"Are you gonna wait
They're
for
naked?
Well,
No.
the guy, the other guy is.
Oh, okay.
Jeffrey.
It,
Isn't.
it just said on the comments, like, "Are you waiting for Valentine's Day to call him the N-word?" And I was like, "Oh my god, people are pissed that he's." They're like, "Why would you? How much you paying that?" And they said the N-word.
Oh my
And it's black
gosh.
people, it's just,
Well, that
you know,
doesn't excuse
calling
people online to
stuff
say
out.
that.
Yeah, people still suck online. so
Yeah,
that's-
no, they're
that's-
still the worst. But
Well, I appreciate your.
yeah, thanks. Now we know
your
why
opinion?
he's
Yeah, we
garbage.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I already knew he was garbage, but
There's a
that
lot
for-
more. Just watch Liam McAvoy's videos on him.
I
not gonna do that.
liked Shane Dawson though. That makes me sad. That,
Not gonna do it.
He
No,
runs
he's
straight men.
garbage. He's the worst. He's garbage
is he
too.
garbage too? Okay.
Just because he makes terrible content. I don't even know about the shit that he's done.
I like
I
Shane.
I hate his content. He's terrible. Anyways, what were you gonna? You were gonna say something when she was talking.
Oh, I can't remember.
CTE comes through
But-
the feed.
Well, now you guys know a little bit more about that. See, sometimes we get experts on this show.
Experts.
Yeah,
expert.
The Jeffree Star expert.
Professionals.
Yeah.
We hire them.
I mean-
and pay them for your entertainment.
Yes, big money. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
very expensive. That was an
Right.
expensive 5
Yep,
minutes.
that was at
Definitely.
least.
Yeah.
I had to give up, my life.
That was a good one.
Joke of the year. Oh man, that's it. Podcast is done.
Yep, it sure
no more
is.
episodes.
Aaron,
done.
you peaked, bud. You
Thank you, everybody, for listening. That's it.
Now hold on.
It's such a good run.
Who's more expensive?
That was awesome.
Aaron's wife or Bernie Sanders?
Huh? I mean,
I'm not gonna say words.
danger, danger, danger.
Since he's going into the Bernie spiel, do you want to wrap us up?
Yeah. Well, of course, if you like this video, please like this video. We're here to entertain
And bring
you,
you
and if we
only
did indeed
accurate
do that, you should fucking smash the goddamn button. I do that specifically just to scare Cody because it's fun.
What happened?
I'm gonna die of a heart attack one day.
One
I'm
day.
too big.
What happened though?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Smash that like button.
Oh, that's what
Smash
you were
the
saying.
shit out of it.
I just heard, the goddamn button.
He's just trying to kill me.
Yeah.
That's all.
And of course, subscribe to this channel if you want to get more content like this.
You don't.
Rate 5 stars, but you can't.
Still, because Apple sucks
And
dicks.
it may never actually happen.
It's probably not at this point.
But do it anyway, even though you can't.
Do it. If you were a real fan, you'd figure it out.
Yeah, you would rewrite the code on the Apple website and
You'd
figure
fix my
out a
problem
way to
for
make
me.
everything work.
Yeah, go ahead.
my-
That'd make you a real fan.
Yeah.
Bernie can write
And
code.
we will see you in the next
Bernie
one.
would figure
Bernie
it
can
out.
write code.
Bye-bye.
Taught me.
Bye, Bernie Sanders.
Bye. Feel the burn.